Dylan Thompson, Chase Motorsports Coach and Trailer Sales in beautiful Paducah, Kentucky. How you doing? We're good here. It's hot. It is hot, hot, hot in the KY. We have a lot of humidity here too, so when it gets like summertime, you know, it's 90 degrees, but feels like about 110. But sprinkler system came on this morning. Grass is watered. Life's good. All right, 2020 Renegade iKon, the flagship model, the best of the best, the cream of the crop. One owner, 19,000 original miles with a matching Sundowner 24-foot all aluminum stacker trailer. We're going to call this one incredible combo because that's what it is. It's a 2020 Renegade iKon 45-foot quad slide, 19,000 original miles with a matching 24-foot Sundowner stacker trailer. One owner, was bought brand new, both pieces bought brand new by the same guy, and kept in a heated and cooled, climate-controlled storage. Mint. When I say mint, she is as nice as they come. One of my favorite chassis too, the Volvo VNL. If you've ever drove one of these trucks, you'll agree, the quietest, smoothest running. Now this truck's rated at 500 horsepower factory. We do have the tuners in stock. We can set it at 565 if you want, but at 500 horsepower, it'll run 80 miles an hour uphill, downhill, or around the hill. So plenty of power, 12-speed I-shift transmission. We did go ahead and put new Michelins on it, not because they were wore out by any stretch of the imagination, but 2020 build, tires were dated 2019. Well, the steers are brand new. I'm a very much so a stickler on tires, and I treat everything here as if it was my own. So what would I do if I bought this coach? Well, if it had tires on the front that were 5 years old or 6 years old, that would be the first thing that would happen. I would replace them. So they're brand new Michelin, the X-Line Energy Series. You still see the little titties, nipples, whatever you want to call them. Polished wheels, Bad Chad and his brother John, straight out of Ocala, Florida. Been up here. Those guys spend a lot of time with us, but very much so appreciate what they do. So polished aluminum wheels, whole different level of polish compared to what they come from the factory. You can see it. It's there. Quad slide. So on the iKon, they quit making these in 2023. That was the last year for production. There's word on the street that Renegade does plan on bringing them back. There's no confirmation on that. They did say an iKon will list for well over $1 million, and I'm guessing they'll build maybe 12 of them a year. That's what they used to do. This coach and trailer, this 2020 with 19,000 miles and this matching Sundowner, will be priced for close to less than half for the combo for both compared to what this iKon will run new if they build them again. So price and everything online at chasecoach.com. The Sundowner has the escape door, 12-foot escape door, so you can open that up and access your car door. It's got a 14-foot lift in it. The rear door opening is 89 inches tall and 92 inches wide. It's got the scene lighting up there, makes it nice for loading, which I'm going to open the door and everything up here in just a little bit. But tires are great condition on the trailer. They're like new, has the little side entry door, has some exterior lighting. 40,000 pound towing capacity on the Renegade. It has the 2 5/16 ball currently on it, which we keep in mind. I've got the 2-inch receiver, the 3-inch, the pintle hitch, the Gen Y torsion hitches, everything in stock. It has the glad hand fittings already plumbed back here. Again, you can see the 40,000 pound R. So the iKon, the flagship model, this kind of set the standard in the Super C market. And, you know, we get the common question a lot of times. People say, well, why did they discontinue them if it was such a good, model? And from what I can tell, talking to multiple people, you know, anytime you build something very high-end like this, the level of craftsmanship and the level of detail, like, just, it took, like, I think twice the amount of time to literally build one of these as it did the Classic or the XL. And so Renegade's corporately owned. The company that owns Renegade Rev Holdings is traded on the stock market. I mean, these boys are big. And I think they just looked at it and said, hey, we can produce a lot more Classic and XL orders that we already have versus slowing the production line down with one of these that just takes so much detail. But if you're in the market, if you've considered an iKon, definitely consider this one. I will sell it without the trailer. I would rather sell it as a combo. But if someone calls and just wants the coach and doesn't have a use for the trailer, that's okay too. I can sell the trailer to someone else. So bear with me. I'm going to open up the storage bays, going to pop the hood, going to go ahead and drop the tailgate on the trailer, open up the escape door. We're going to go through all the storage. After that, we're going to go inside, look at travel mode. So it's a quad slide coach, meaning it has opposing slides up in the living area and the bedroom. It is a bath and a half, 3 roof airs, huge battery bank. By the way, house batteries are brand new. When we tested them, they were just a smidge weaker than what we liked. We run everything in this shop through a full detail, 1-step, Rupes, polish, and sealant. And we also, not only clean them, we check mechanical stuff. For instance, the new tires and the new batteries. So house batteries are brand new. We just, felt like the old ones were a little weak. So hang tight just a little bit, and I'll be right back. ChaseCoach.com for all the pictures. Easily over 300 photos of this thing. Every angle, every nook and cranny, as my grandma used to say. So, all right, I will be right back. Appreciate you watching, and hang tight. All right, got everything opened up. The coach was just serviced at a Volvo dealer. They took care of a couple of warranty things and a couple of recalls, and it was literally like probably doesn't have 500 miles on the oil. So we will have documentation of that. We'll put a sticker in the window just so you know that it's had a full service. Every cargo box does have the spray-in bed liner, which is always an option that I pick if we're ordering a new coach for stock. So it's got like a gray, it's the same type of material that you would have in like your truck bed. It creates a great insulation factor. It's easy to clean. I mean, you can literally pressure wash and then just wipe it down with a towel and dry it up. So big storage bay here. Next one up is where you're leveling and your pump for the hydraulic slides. That's what's over here to the right. All HWH stuff, which if you're not familiar with HWH, they do hydraulics on, Prevost buses to, I think Newell used them at one point. I mean, they're the best of the best is the HWH. It's got dual Outback 3,000 watt inverters. So that's what it is, or that's what that is there. The inverter takes the battery power and turns it into 120 volts. So you can run the middle roof air conditioner on this coach going down the road without running the generator. That's what one of the inverters does. The other one powers up all your TVs, your microwave, and most of the outlets. 600D AquaHot hydronic heating and hot water system. That's the big boy. And you've noticed in some of the recent videos of like the new Renegade XLs, when Renegade dropped the iKon line, the claim was to move a few of the iKon features over to the XL, which I've seen that's true, they did. And one of the features was this 600. A lot of your Renegades will just have your 450 AquaHot, not this one. This one's got the big 600, which was in all the iKons. So just a higher BTU rating creates, hotter air for longer and hot water. Over here's the Dometic cooler. So if you needed more storage, you could remove the cooler, but you pull those two little black knobs up and pull the cooler out. It is dual zone, so you can have cold beverages on tap with both in both bins, or you could do one side a freezer, one side just chilled with drinks in it. You could do both sides freezer. So dual zone, big Dometic cooler, no ice required. This also has the 3/4 pass-through. As you can see under there, they've got like some lawn chairs or something. They go with the coach. And I can't wait to show you. They actually left some like super nice plates and cups and bowls and stuff in the kitchen, like really nice. So all that goes with it. But the 3/4 pass-through, again, allows you to like put the chairs under there, because if you didn't have that, just think, where would the chairs go? It definitely wouldn't work there. Back here is storage. The case of new tile is with it. The tow hooks and the glad hand fittings. So you see the blue and red. All you would do is come over here and take off the 2 little brass caps and put those on. So those are included. The spare tile's nice. If you ever crack one, you've got spares to go with it. Side entry doors open. You can see the Sundowner, all aluminum, extruded aluminum floor, 14-foot lift. And I've got the lift raised up level with the loft. So you get a 6-foot loft up here, aluminum cabinets, electrical outlets, 30-amp service. Like I said, the tires are like new. It is a torsion. I think I'll verify. I think they're 6,000-pound axles, but we can verify that. Extruded aluminum, same deal on the ramp door with a little flap there. Hydraulic lift, so you can pull one car in the bottom. Harley Davidson, trike, you name it. You've got 80 inches between the fender wells, so that's a very important thing. 80 inches between the fender wells. And this aluminum deal here comes off, so you pull your car in, you can remove that fender well and make it way easy for your even the lowest profile car that sets low to the ground. You can make it to where it's very easy to open that up. Again, lift is 14 foot in length. The trailer is 21 foot 6 inches from the little black rubber seal there on the floor where the door closes to the cabinet. So common question will get us, how much floor space do you have on the bottom? And the answer is 21.5 feet. The door is 89 inches tall from there to the floor and 92 inches wide. Okay, so again, 80 inches though to go between the fender wells. If you had a car that was wider than 80, that's fine. You get a little more width by putting it on top. Now, another question we'll get on the trailer is how much interior height. This trailer has 135 inches, which is from the floor to the ceiling. So think about it. If you got 135 inches from the floor to the ceiling, the thickness of this lift is 5 inches. So you take 135 minus 5 for the thickness of the lid. That means you're working with 130 inches, which is right under 11 feet. So, you can put a car that's 5 foot on the bottom and one that's almost 6 foot in the top. There's some confusion occasionally with this. I had a guy call one time and he's like, hey, I've got 2 lifted Defenders that I need to haul, Can-Am Defender side-by-sides. And I was like, well, I'm doing the math. I mean, a lifted Defender is probably 6 foot plus a piece. I mean, the trailer sits off the ground, so the floor is not on the ground. I said, I don't think that'll work. And so keep in mind, you've got just under 11 foot to play with, and the lift is adjustable. You can actually see, I'll zoom in, see those little holes? That's like where you can set the safeties out. So you definitely wouldn't want to rely on the hydraulics the whole time traveling. If you blew a line, then here comes your lift down on whatever's below it. But you've got right under 11 feet to work with. You can see it's got a spare wheel and tire up there in the loft. The loft is 52 inches height and 6 foot deep. So you could probably, fit a small golf cart or a couple little Honda Groms or scooters or just use it for storage. A lot of people just use the loft as storage, and you do have an aluminum ladder. Kind of peep around here to the edge. You have an aluminum ladder that runs from the floor up to the loft to give you access there. Again, triple axle, torsion suspension, Sundowner, super nice, high quality trailer. Rivetless, screwless exterior. You can see how clean all the lines are on it. Ramp door is easy. It's got a spring-loaded door that makes it to where one person can open it by himself. All right, back to the coach. The coach is equipped with Voyager backup camera, and they did the trailer prep, so we could add that to this trailer. If you buy the combo and you want the backup camera, just tell me and I can shoot you a deal on that, and we can install it on this Sundowner. Aluminum trailer, aluminum tongue. It does have hydraulic landing gear. That's what the key and the little switch is for. You can see it says up and down. A trailer this nice should always have a hydraulic jack. I mean, who wants to get out and unhook it and jack the thing up by hand? All right, left rear compartment has your transfer switch, 50 amp big shore power cord that is on an electric reel, so you just press the button and it rolls it back up. It also has a 30 amp buddy plug, and we do have the cord, so all you would have to do is hook the cord here, kind of run it along the tongue, run it up through this little hole, plug it in right there, boom, got power to the trailer. 12,500 kW, so 12.5 Onan with 203 original hours. Not 2,000, 203 original hours. You can just look, I mean, the inside of the doors, underneath the coach, just as clean as the outside. Not rusted, not corroded. She is as perfect as a used one can get. Wet bay over here. Very simple. So how you put water in the coach, Renegade always has the simplest wet bays. Basically, you just take this hose right here, hook it to your water spigot, turn the water on, down to fill the tanks, up for city pressure. It's as easy as that, folks. To dump the tanks, you pull the black first, turn on the flow jet, which is down here. The macerator pump is over here where that green hose is at. It's going to flush that thing out in a New York minute, okay? Shut that one off. Then do the gray, or you might leave that one going and hook up to your black tank flush, where you can flush the black tank out. You got 75 gallons of black and 75 gallons of gray water on board. Here's your button to push to pull the hose back up in there. You do have the sprayway fitting in there, so a little quick connect and basically a little something to wash whatever you need off. Low point drain, pressurized water spigot, whole house water filter. I like this, so shows our batteries are at 13.9, fresh is 0, gray's low, black's got just a little in it. So we'll flush all that out before it goes to its new home. Again, 75 gallons of black, 75 gallons of gray. Over here's your house battery. So brand new house batteries. The engine, the chassis batteries seem to start it up just fine. Also comes with this air hose, so you can hook into here. If you're running the engine's going to build 120 to 130 PSI. So if you need to air up an inner tube to go float with, or a bicycle tire, motorcycle tire, or heck, I recommend keeping I think that hose will reach all the way around on this coach. So if you had a low tire going down the road, you could get air in it and at least, limp it to the next repair shop. Down here is not a lot you need to know. There's some fuses for the inverters, some fuses like the electric steps and the keyless entry. All the fuses for that's down there, and the baggage door is also locked. By the way, I haven't bragged on the paint job on this thing. Holy cow. It is immaculate. And the paint, and when the slides are out, the paint goes around the slides. They even painted the inside of the door jamb. Look at that. Volvo, again, I mentioned earlier, one of the smoothest trucks on the market, has the air ride seats with the back cycler, like a little massage option. All these controls down here to get the seats set up perfect for you. The seats are also heated, so heated driver and passenger seats, and they do both swivel. So we'll have Lauren here in a little bit show you a picture of what they look like spun around, but works out pretty good because it gives you two like little recliners basically to set in, if you've got additional company hanging out with you. Both the sets of original keys are with it. One set's in the ignition. I've got the other set back on the dinette table. Electric trailer brake controller. I'll turn the key on here just to show you. It's got 19,259 original miles. We do have the Garmin GPS. I'm going to throw one in with this coach, okay? So the Garmin GPS will probably just suction cup him right here. Boom. Give you a nice GPS. Because what I like about the Garmin is the new one, the 1095, you put in the height and the length of this coach and trailer, which, by the way, is under 75 feet. I know some of you are worried about that occasionally. This one is like 74, 9, or 10. So it is under 75 feet, but we will give you a Garmin. It's a 10-inch screen. It's a great GPS, and it won't, well, I'm not going to say won't. I mean, it's not physically driving the coach for you, but it's going to try to lead you in a direction that does not get you into like a low bridge or something where you would damage the coach. 19,259 original miles on the clock. Easy control, smart steering wheel. I love how many adjustments it's on this wheel. Let me press this. So you press this little, it looks like a parking brake lever. See that? When you press that, this wheel will go up, down, telescope in and out. I mean, the adjustments are like, they're there for sure. Your backup camera, it does have 4 cameras, front, rear, and both sides. So that's all there for you. All right, now we'll look under the hood real quick. Oh, by the way, 120 gallons of fuel under here. You do have to open this with the door shut. So with the driver door shut, you pull that handle. If I wasn't holding my camera, I would do both at once. But you just open both of those up. 125 gallons of fuel there, and then the def fluid over on that side. Again, the Michelin tires, brand new steers. The drives are in great condition. D13 Volvo, 500 horsepower is the stock rating. It's going to get good fuel mileage, more than enough power. But if you're like, hey, I want a little more, it's not a big deal. I've got the tuner in stock. Would be more than glad to give you a price on putting that on. And 20,000 pound steer axle underneath the frame is, you could eat off the frame. I'll put it that way. New fuel water separator. Again, the coach just received a full service. You can see the air filters, very clean. Was done at the Volvo dealer. The previous owner had it done just right before we purchased it. Little view of the passenger side of the cab. Again, both seats are air ride. You can see the switch for the heat on both. Back cycler, really cool option. They're comfortable too. All right. I don't think I mentioned outdoor entertainment. Samsung TV and Bose soundbar. Very nice setup there. The coach has in-motion satellite. It also has Starlink. So the previous owner had installed Starlink internet on it. And we can help get all that moved into your name, get it set up. We have an IT guy here full-time that does all of the hard electronic stuff. So I'm getting better at it, but we have a gentleman here that is a ace on stuff like that. So, all right, that was just a quick recap of the storage boxes. We looked inside the trailer, under the hood, and the cab. 2020 Renegade iKon, and this is the 45 quad slide with the bath and a half in the back. So, all right, hang tight. Oh, travel mode. Almost forgot. I want to do travel mode, and then I'm going to close everything up and open the slides and the awning. I got to get me a little shade out here. It is hot today. A little view of the wheels. Keyless entry. We can get this set up for you. Set the code. It also comes with the key fob. I do have the ACs running in here, so I'm looking forward to this. Oh yeah, big difference. All right, let me get some lights kicked on here for us. There we go. Beautiful cabinetry, by the way, in this. I think this was the burnished sable with high gloss, but you know, a lot of things were different in the iKon. And you can just see the lighting. Look at the lighting on the edge of that slide out. Look at the lighting in the ceiling. It was a different level of coach for sure. I know the XL's close now, but it's still not an iKon. And I think, yeah, the iKon, you can just see like the attention to detail, even on this wood, on the edge of the slide, all the accent lighting in the ceiling. The iKon was definitely on a different level. I know Renegade has taken the XL model and, you know, incorporated iKon features to some degree, but still not an iKon. An iKon is still an iKon. Very rare coaches, not many build. I mean, you think about how many people are in the RV industry, and they only built like, I think 12 of these a year. So this is travel mode. So we came in the mid-entry. It is a mid-entry coach, which I love that floor plan. You come in, got plenty of room to take your shoes off. The legendary Chase coach and trailer floor mat to kick the shoes off. Over here, you're going to have the kitchen. It's going to be on the driver's side, full slide, and then you have the theater seating and dinette on the other side. Probably the tightest is going to be here and right up there by the fridge. You've got about 18-20 inches between the theater seating and little countertop area below the TV. A couple feet probably between the theater seat and the kitchen or the sink there. And then down here is probably another 12 to 18 inches. But I mean, I can access the cab, full walk-through cab. So you can, you don't have to duck down or anything. So I can walk up here into the cab. I can turn around. I can easily pull over and grab me a drink. I can go down here and make me a sandwich. Or more importantly, when you're out on the road, access this half bath, right? So easy access. Check that out. My favorite toilets. I think you've hit a certain point in life when you have a favorite toilet. But Tecma was definitely my toilet of choice after dealing with lots of different brands in the RV industry. I love the Tecma stuff. And the black ones. Something's just fancy about a black toilet. All right, little sink, vanity area, medicine cabinet with a mirror, some storage there. But what I was getting at, easy access to the half bath. So if you are driving and need to potty, it is easily doable, okay? Got your big touch screen here with all your controls. By the way, we can link your phone to that, so we can download the app on your phone, and everything you see on this screen, we can get it connected to your phone. Washer and dryer, king size bed, sleep number bed, by the way. I gave it the sleep test earlier. Got about 30 minutes into the boss man called me, and she sleeps good, okay? All right, so going to go shut everything. I'm going to run the slides out. I'm going to run the awning out, and then we'll come in here and finish up the full interior tour. I appreciate you watching, and if you're a subscriber of our channel, thank you so very much. And if you're not, we would love to have you. All right, I'll be right back. All right, got everything opened up for you. Both slides on this side open, outdoor entertainment out. Got the awning. So that's a Zip D awning, one piece. That awning's probably every bit of, I'm gonna say 30 feet in length, 31 feet maybe. Got the cooler open, drinks on. I was gonna say drinks on ice, but actually it doesn't use ice. So again, dual zone, you can set, one side to chill, one side to freeze, both sides to freeze, whatever you want. It's got a little screen over here on this side. You kind of see that there, a little screen with buttons. Very, very, very nice. And I was telling you earlier, I love how the paint on the iKon, which the XL too, but the iKon, all the slides are flush. So when the slides go in, there's no like overlap. Like this part of the slide here is flush with this, but look how just even and clean the lines are. Go around here and show you the other side. Of course, this is the kitchen here, and then this is going to be like the wardrobe storage area of the bedroom. Got the scene lights on. There's one there, and then there's one on the front slide as well. Another quick look at the trailer, and we will make our way inside. The lift is in the up position. Of course, it goes all the way to the floor, and they got the little diamond plate ramps there that would help you get your car or whatever on the lift. And lift capacity, that's something I did not mention. I think it's 6,000. See the label there, 6,000 pound. The Stacker Pro by Titan Lift. Again, we did a full detail one-step polish on the whole rig, so she is ready for action. All right, interior time. How about it? iKon tiled, full actual tile, so it's not just like a solid surface, actual porcelain tile entry. Ooh, it feels a lot better in here. I'm gonna go ahead and tell you. Okay, so mid-entry, we just came through the door there. Over here you have powered theater seating with a little console, place for TV remote storage, couple cup holders. There's also already USB power down here on the switch for the powered theater seating. So USB powered, huge windows, humongous windows in this. In fact, I need to run them. I'm gonna actually night shades up. I just want to show you how big the windows are in the iKon. They're massive. Lets a lot of natural light in too, you know, during the day. And there you go. Dinette. The dinette seats 4 people. Now, this one is kind of like a couples coach. We had this real similar floor plan in an XL the other day that I done. You've got the 2 theater seats, which gives you, you know, excellent view of the TV. And the TV does swivel off there, so you can pull it away from the wall and change the angle on it. But the dinette does not turn into a bed. So if you want that, we can change that. We can put a floating table and get a cushion made if you need like an extra little bed for, you know, a couple kids or for an adult to curl up on. We can also change out the theater seats and put in a sofa if that worked better for you. If you'd rather have a sofa that flips out into a bed, we do everything like that right here in-house. But currently, it's got a dinette that seats 4, and then the theater seating for a couple there. Remember, the cab seats do spin around. So Lauren, if you wouldn't mind, go ahead and throw a picture of those up with the cab seats spun around. We'll show everybody what that looks like. Original TV remotes, keyless entries for the cab, all the original chassis manuals. There's a manual for the fridge, all of the original house manuals, everything for this 2020 iKon. And by the way, this is the 4534RQ, so that's the floor plan. It's the 4534RQ. You do have a couple storages, all Villa furniture. This is a set of the shades, so those actually Velcro into the windows. Okay, so this is on a track, so it runs around, but you also have these that can go in the windows with Velcro and helps keep a lot of the heat out. Okay, couple drawers below the dinette. Over here you have a Samsung residential fridge. It's got your pull-out freezer on the bottom. The ice and water is actually in the door on this model. Another little tray there. And then this one, you have the fresh water deal, ice maker and everything is in here. Huge fridge. So French door on the top with a pull-out freezer on the bottom. 2-burner cooktop. I'll have to look. I don't think this is an induction. This is like just a legit 2-burner true cooktop, okay? I'll have to make sure. You have your Samsung convection microwave oven above it, so you can cook here, turn this on vent mode, and it'll pull, you know, the steam or whatever off what you're cooking up and out the vent. So it is a convection microwave oven. Very nice tiled backsplash, a lot of nice accent lighting you can see along the back of the countertop. I do have the covers. Now, here's another iKon thing. Look at the neat little organizer they make down here under the kitchen sink, and that's to hold the 2 that go here, so it makes this flat, and then there's 2 that fit that as well. Super nice cabinetry throughout, all soft closed drawers. This has the double stack like for your silverware, and then you can push that and put stuff in the bottom as well. Oh, I can't forget to show you this. I know, you're like, dude, it's probably, you know, $20 in dishes from the local TJ Maxx, but I'm impressed. Don't know a lot about quality of dishes, but I like what I see. Coffee mugs included, okay? Goes with it. Big stainless sink like that. This has, the storage for your covers down there. Little thing for like your dish stuff there. Couple drawers over here below the TV. Now, one thing I almost missed, when you pull this TV, pull this little tether, you can pull the TV away from the wall. So you can actually angle the TV. You see the angle of it now. So if you were over here in the theater seats, you're going to get a lot better view than if it's locked behind there. But here's the other cool part. This has like a couple little hidden cabinets back here. This is where the manuals, the owner's manuals were at. But I'm thinking that's like the secret cabinet, you know, to put something in there. There's also a safe in the bedroom, but I don't know. I like like what I saw there. Nice drawers. Maple cabinets throughout. Again, the level of quality, regardless if it's a Renegade Vienna, like the entry model, all the way up to the XL Classic iKon, the cabinetry is always top notch. And last but not least, a wine chiller. 100%, my friend. That is what that is. I like it. I like it. I like it. Good option there. Up here in the cab, some storage you have over here. So it does have a electrical outlet, which is nice. Your HWH like leveling system panel is right there. Does have solar charging. The controller was there, and then that's your inverter control. Another little screen where you can do lighting, and again, you can download the app and you don't even have to use one of the screens. Does have the Starlink install. That's with the 2 boxes on the top. It has the HD satellite and the InMotion satellite. It also has the amplified antenna. That's how we're watching the PBS Kids channel back here. I've got it on just live air TV, and you can see the quality of the picture there. Nice outlets throughout with the USBs and 120 already built in. Again, day and night shades, and they're both powered. So like on the Classic and XL, the day shades are manual, where in the iKon, everything is powered. You can just see kind of a different look of how the window valance and stuff is built. What else am I missing? I do have the cover. We have the carpeted cover that goes over that, so that's included. Storage here, kind of a little pantry area, stainless latch. Smart there, to keep from scratching the door that slides out. You have the big screen. I mean, it does a lot of functions here, and we can explain that to whoever buys it. This is a cool idea too. So this is like your breaker panel relays for all the 12-volt stuff. But look at this. Oh yeah, lots of wiring in these. But I think that's neat. If you ever needed to get to something or work on it, no tools required to at least get to it. You have your two panels. One is your inverted panel. One is your main panel for the 50 amp side of the coach. Down here is your washing machine and then dryer. Again, we probably take as many of these out as we put in. Some people just would rather have the storage, and if you're that person, no big deal. We can remove it for you, and if you think you're going to need it, then, I would say leave it. Half bath, Tecma, black label edition toilet. That's right. Little storage above. You have a little vanity sink area, medicine cabinet, mirror overhead, heated floors, so porcelain tile flooring throughout with a high gloss finish, which I like. A lot of the kind of newer colors are more of a like a flat or a matte. I like the high gloss. I like how you can see all the accent lighting underneath the kitchen. I showed you this earlier, but they use like an LED light with a mirror to create that like infinity look. I like that. They also kind of give you the same thing up here on, that's the return air. So the return air is actually going up in between that piece of wood. Very cool. Has the real nice sliding pocket doors. We see that in the newer Renegade. So that was something they kind of pulled from the iKon line. Sleep number bed, very comfy. Again, it passed the sleep test for sure. Padded headboard, so no window back there. Padded headboard does have windows on each side of the bed. There's the controller for the sleep number side. And then over here you have a wardrobe. You've got 3 drawers down here for storage with all the soft close stuff on them, as you can see. A couple doors here. There is a safe, so it does have a safe with a digital lock or the key. And then, I've got a brand new Dyson vacuum. So this coach doesn't have central vac. When it was ordered new, it had a Dyson cordless vacuum, and that's what was mounted there. So previous owner kept the vacuum, or maybe something happened to it, but I'm gonna mount a brand new one, and then it plugs in right there. So it will come with a brand new Dyson cordless, the V8. Sounds like we're talking about a car, don't it? A Dyson V8. Nice drawer there, Bose soundbar, another Samsung Smart TV. And then back here, more storage. Got a couple doors down there. And then in here, we have another black label edition Tecma electric toilet. Nice window, big window for the bathroom. And then you have the sink, vanity area, another cabinet up there. And the shower. This one's got real clean lines to it. Look at the shower. Oh yeah. bit. I like just the big solid tile insert, okay? Little place to put your soap. Does have the has the teak wood folding seat, the shower head that sprays you 9 different directions with the wand and the rain head, okay? I like the 2-piece glass door versus the 3. I think that's just easier to clean. You know, if you have 3 pieces, the pieces are smaller. So you have 3 small pieces or 2 of the large ones. I'm 6'3", about 230 pounds, and plenty of room back here in the shower. Another view of the vanity and sink. I like the mirror. I like the lighting, kind of little accent light that goes around the mirror. All right, what did we miss? I know we're missing something. Nice storage above the headboard area there. Plenty of room up there. All the way back. It does have an outlet too, so there's an outlet with USBs right there on each side. You have like a little area to put your drinks or whatever you take to bed with you, and a place to plug your phone in. And then up here, back to the main living area. Great lighting in the iKon, the quad slide, lots of room, like lots and lots of room. A little snug going down the road, but once you get to where you're going, it's pretty amazing, to say the least. So, again, if you're in the market for a nice pre-owned Renegade iKon, please consider this one. We do deliver nationwide. We have some great financing options, and we do take trades. Would love to earn your business. And if you have a coach like this you're trying to sell, we do buy, and so we buy, we sell, we trade, and we offer some consignments. We're kind of picky on consignments. It's got to be something, you know, newer, nicer type stuff, but we buy a lot. So let me know if there's anything that I can help you with. Again, visit us online at chasecoach.com. Tons of photos. You can watch the video as much as you want, but if there's any questions, feel free to reach out and we will fix you up. Would love to earn your business. All right, Dylan Thompson, Chase Motorsports Coach and Trailer Sales in beautiful Paducah, Kentucky. chasecoach.com. And another reminder, hit that subscribe button. And if you're already one, we love you. All right? Till next time, take care and be nice to people. Later.